Welcome back to the Junior Moneymakers Podcast, the show where I help you teach your kids to become young entrepreneurs. Today's episode is going to be geared towards those families with kids that are into sports and fitness, or even healthy eating. But before I jump in, I wanted to take a quick minute to read a review that I got this week on Apple Podcasts. Today's review is from Alex Dallarizo. Alex writes, "I'm a parent of 4 boys, and I'm always trying to teach them about how to manage money. Now I let them hear your show, and I can't wait for the next episode. Great show, well done, keep up the good work." So Alex, I just have to say that you're at home raising 4 boys, so I'd really just like to flip that and turn it back on you and say, you keep up the good work as well, buddy. Thanks for the awesome review, and better yet, thank you, Alex, for listening to the show. So if you're at home and you want your review to be read on the show, go to juniormoneymakers.com/review, or just tap the picture in your podcast app, and there's going to be a link right there on the screen that you can click on. I know it sounds kind of crazy and magic, but trust me, it really works. Today's episode is going to be all about how kids who are fitness-minded can turn their love of exercise into a profitable business. Today, more than ever before, the world is obsessed with fitness. More people are eating healthy, exercising, and generally just trying to get it right than ever before. Not only are we trying to get it right, but a lot of us want our kids and even our pets to eat well and get enough exercise. I know when it comes to my dog Brinkley, I spend a lot of time trying to figure out which dog food was right for him, and I know my wife really makes a big effort to make sure that he gets all the exercise that he needs. I think it's pretty safe to say that I'll pretty much take any chance I can get to talk about my dog Brinkley. So much so that, believe it or not, I haven't quite ruled out starting a whole new podcast focused entirely on him. But right now, let's get back to you and your exercise club. With so many people pushing to eat and live healthy lifestyles, it's only natural that we'd be interested in hiring someone to help our kids do the same. That is where you come in. Running an exercise club is another high-end babysitting idea where you run a regular, weekly, or bi-weekly event where parents can bring their kids to you, or neighborhood kids can come meet with you, and you'll spend a few hours with them playing high-energy games, teaching them about fitness, diet, and exercise, all while working hard to push them to their own personal limits. The beauty of this business idea is that if you're fitness-minded or you've ever been a member of a sports team, martial arts program, or fitness class, you likely have all the material you need to make this business a success. Alright, so you decided that exercise and fitness are something that motivates you and you want to start an exercise club. Getting started is a lot easier than you might think. First, you're going to need to figure out what theme your club will be. Will you be focused on functional fitness, or will you be something more like a running club? Maybe you'll focus on strength training or prepping students for baseball season. The more focused you are, the easier it's going to be to identify your target audience. The second step in this business is developing a routine of what you want to do with your club members. I'll give you some tips towards the end of the episode and dropping some tips in the show notes, so stand by for a few seconds on this one. Next up, I want you to take some time and come up with a really cool name. If you're going to be a running club, you can come up with something like the Junior Lightning Bolts or Club Flash. Try to identify something that sounds cool and that maybe translates to t-shirts later on. Now, you have a plan and you have a name. It's time to find a few kids to mentor. Odds are you already know some in your neighborhood, or you have some siblings that you can try this out on. Offer them free 2 weeks or 1 month of membership, and then you can use that couple of weeks or month to refine your processes, get feedback, and learn exactly how you want to run your business. Once you have that locked down, you can start advertising through word of mouth, referral discounts, Facebook ads, and neighborhood flyers. If your neighborhood allows that sort of thing, which not all neighborhoods do. Alright, so you're going to start an exercise club. Let's knock out 3 killer tips for getting started. Tip 1. Go with your passion. This one is a no-brainer to me, and it's the key to having a successful club. If you're a football player, create a club for little kids that want to play football. If you're a runner, create a running club. This isn't rocket science. Don't try to be something that you're not. By being authentic and sharing your passion, people are going to gravitate towards you, and kids are going to look up to you as a role model and a mentor. Tip 2. Kids need to have fun. I don't believe in participation trophies, but I do think that every kid needs to have a good time. As you put your club together, keep in mind that happy kids will be return customers that bring friends, and that is where you're really gonna make your money. Tip 3. Have a great schedule that includes all of the basics. Never talk to a group for more than 10 minutes or so, and make sure that you allocate time for drinks and snacks. Make sure that you allocate time for icebreakers, warm-ups, activities, and cool-downs. Vary the games from week to week and definitely include fun competitions. As an aside, I highly suggest having kids bring their own snacks, as there's a lot of kids with allergies that could get you in trouble. I'm personally allergic to milk, and if I'm not super careful, I know I can land myself in a lot of hot water. Alright, here's a quick bonus tip for you. Some kids are not ready for competition, and you have to gauge the readiness of your group. I always have at least one kid in my martial arts class that will go into hysterics if they don't win every single competition. This is a tough situation to manage, and you're going to have to play it by ear. Ask your parents for help, or even have your parents email me at mark@juniormoneymakers.com, and I'll be glad to help you on your journey. Alright parents, there are tons of developmental benefits to starting this business, but I'm going to jump on just a few here. The obvious benefits of exercise and fitness are clear, but the patience and deliberate planning and development are not. Your kids are going to have to do some minor event planning, and they're going to have to learn how to keep kids engaged and plan activities around the personalities of their club members. Overall, this one sounds like a win to me. Running an exercise club is a pretty simple gig if you're passionate about fitness. I think it's pretty easy to get customers, and if you're willing to share what you know and your passion for working out and eating right, I think you'll have a group of young proteges following you around on the weekends before you know it. Before you walk away, I was wondering if you'd take a few seconds to leave us a review on the Apple Podcast app. Just go to juniormoneymakers.com/review. I'm telling you, I would be forever grateful. Also, if you'd like to check out this episode's show notes, you can see them at juniormoneymakers.com/22. In the meantime, Junior Moneymakers, don't forget to dream big and change the world. The views expressed on this program in no way represent the views of the United States Air Force, the Department of Defense, or the United States government, and are solely those of the host and their guest. Additionally, the ideas in this program should only be tried after ensuring compliance with all laws and regulations, and then only with parents' permission. Finally, while we believe in every idea we present, we cannot guarantee your results, as all individual results will vary. Why are seagulls called seagulls? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.